Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another week. Today, I wasn't really sure which cards to pick for the reading today, so I thought I'd step out here in the collective and see which one we're going to take the reading from today. So this one over here is the Archangel Animal Oracle deck, which we use a lot of, and see, it's agreeing with me that it is the Archangel Animal Oracle deck. And this one over here is the messages from the Spirits of Nature Oracle. See, I just love it how it's agreeing with me that that's what it is. So let's see which deck would like to be used for this week's Oracle card reading. So it looks like it's going to be messages from the Spirits of Nature. Good choice. So we'll put this one over here. Get the little book out and the cards. Make sure we have them all. And first of all, I wanted to find out how everyone's doing and to welcome you back to the channel. If you have not hit subscribe and like yet, please do so that you get notified. I do these every week on Sundays, usually in the afternoon. I'm a little behind today. And my chair got stolen again by Bearheart over here. So getting a little different angle, and the sun is like hitting me right in the face. I am a being of the light. Plus I have the rainbow behind me. I took that picture several years ago in Tulsa when I came out of work. And at one point, I think there was a double rainbow in it, but I managed to get one that came in pretty strong, which was kind of cool. I love rainbows. So we're going to shuffle the cards. Yes, Spirit, what it is, what message they want to get through to the collective for this week of February 16th through the 22nd. Hard to believe we're already halfway through the month, and March is just around the corner. So let's see, how many cards? So they're saying 3 cards. So get them shuffled. Hard to do when I'm not sitting on my regular chair. So we know who rules the house around here. It's not me, it's the cat. He's watching, making sure I do it right. Okay. So I have learned over the last week, thanks to Spirit, not watching so many of those YouTube videos that are just hounding in on everything that's going wrong in the United States, that my energy feels way better. Because first and foremost, it's about taking care of ourselves and making sure we're in a good space, making sure that we're getting self-care, because we know that everything else, even though it feels like it might be out of our hands, it's not. It's our prayers are being heard. There are actions being taken. We might not see it. And just because we think we're just one person and can't make a difference, yes, we can. Our voices are being heard. And it's something I'm going to be doing a video and releasing it tomorrow. I already wrote the article for Medium. So if you're on Medium, you can find that. And it's about apathy and how it affects us, what it is, and some of the things that we can do to start releasing it out of our lives. Because I'm seeing it very rampant right now in a lot of people. In their messages, their talks, they feel they have no voice, that they don't matter. And Spirit says, yes, you do matter. You do have a voice. We are listening. Had a car that jump out. So apparently we're going to end up with 4 if I can get it. Ha. So that is going to be our jumper. So let's see what the 3 cards are. Ooh, that's a pretty card. Okay. So of course, have to put these on, maybe. You can tell when energy is scattered around. It just kind of, things don't flow smoothly. So that was the jumper. We'll talk about that one at the end. So the 3 cards that I pulled is water. Looks kind of like the desert could be the Colorado River and the Grand Canyon. Who knows? A lot of mountains around it. And it says Lifeblood on it. So that's the first card. The second card is Volcano. Very explosive. And it says release. A lot of fire in that card. Orange, which relates to chakras. The second to be exact. And the last card is the owl. That is a beautiful card. Oops. And that one says intuition. Looks like a snowy owl. So those are the 3. And we're going to talk about those 3 first, and then we'll go into what the jumper card was. So the message from water says, pause for a few moments and quietly contemplate how water miraculously courses through your entire body, saturating and nourishing it in so many different ways. Consider how essential it is to all living beings and to Mother Earth herself, circulating naturally throughout the planet. Notice how there's been a lack of that same natural fluidity in both your physical movements and in the trajectory of your life. That's because you're holding in a lot of emotions that have yet to be acknowledged and released. In other words, you've dammed up and constricted as your body cooperates in your efforts to hold back your feelings. You're also noticing how this has affected your day-to-day functioning as well. You're carrying out your task rather stiffly with a lack of care and ease. Make it a point to drink water to nourish your body and your soul. It will remind you of the critical importance of this lifeblood, as well as the need to remain emotionally fluid. Before drinking your first glass of water upon awakening, Pour a little on the ground as an expression of gratitude to Mother Earth. Move a little slower and more gracefully throughout the day, reminding yourself how water is so pervasive and so vital to your well-being that it deserves to be honored as a sacred gift. Give yourself opportunities to allow the expression of emotions that are behind the attempts to dismiss or disguise them. Let the tears of grief flow so that the tears of joy may follow. That's beautiful. And you notice how it talks about release as well, which is going into the volcano, which, if you remember, was release. There it is. So again, this is the volcano card. And the message from the volcano: you've been suppressing your emotions, and that have caused considerable inner turmoil. At times you feel like exploding, but you hold yourself back for fear of losing control and possibly doing harm to either others or yourself. Your childhood experiences have taught you that it is much safer to withhold your feelings, and at some point you made a promise to never lose your temper. In spite of an occasional outburst, you've done fairly well with this promise. However, that early decision to hold in your feelings has generated not just your anger, but also other emotions such as sadness, fear, and grief, as well as your joy. No matter what your emotions are, rather than pushing them down, learn to safely release and express them when they become apparent. Let the tears run down your cheeks. Express your anger with words. Allow laughter in to erupt from your belly. Have an orgasm either with a lover or by yourself, and enjoy the explosive release. Share your feelings with a trusted friend. Pay attention to how others express their feelings in a healthy way, and model yourself after them. Keep a journal where you can express whatever you want. Suppressing your emotions not only contributes to your stress level, but may ultimately lead to physical illnesses. Releasing them gradually helps you let off steam and leaves you relieved of some of your tension. And then the third card is the owl, which again is about intuition. So here's the owl card. Pretty. And the message from the owl: darkness is the breeding ground for intuition. Those hits of awareness that can sneak up to you at unexpected times and in unexpected ways. Inspirations and creative ideas have been slightly gestating, and now they are slipping through the veil that separates your subconscious mind from your conscious awareness. Sometimes they appear as external signs, and other times as that sudden aha moment, as if they had been stalking you for a while. The information and messages can come through your vision, your hearing, or your sensations in your body that lead to a knowing. This is the definition of intuition. You're learning to pay closer attention to the different ways intuition shows up, as well as learning how to accept and trust these inspirations. They have become an increasingly important way for you to receive guidance. There are many changes going on in your life presently, and navigating through them hasn't always been easy. Rather than trying to figure things out in the old ways you've employed, keep building trust in your gut instinct and observe how any shadows of doubt become more readily dispelled. So those were the three. So now let's look at the jumper. The jumper card, let's go this way, is the waterfall. Again, water has to do with emotions. Let's see what it says on it. Persistence. So let's see what the waterfall has to say. I love how these cards, they always seem to tie in to what's going on a lot in people's lives. And right now we are going through a very emotional time. We're going through a lot of uncertainty. But the angels and the guides want everybody to know to tap in to your soul. Tap into the love that you are. Because when you tap in, your neighbor taps in, their neighbor taps in, and you become a big net of light around the planet, around your community, around your cities. Because it shows that you're not alone. We're never alone. So yes, one person speaking up on things that they see are wrong does make a difference. Persistence. So let's see what the waterfall has to say. You're struggling with your impatience, rushing too fast to gain ground on that project you're so invested in, and feeling defeated. Don't give up. Persistence is what's required here, not striving or aiming perfectionism, but staying the course. You have obstacles that seem to have been in your way, and yet you can recall how you were able to get through those blocks or work around them in ways that allowed you to continue with your intention. Pause periodically and step away from your attempts to take a break, but don't make it a permanent one. Your endeavors will be rewarded with the satisfaction of completing a job well done. Though the completion is a welcome and necessary pause between steps in the accomplishment of your mission, there is still more to do. Take a breath. Trust that the inspiration for what you're doing will always be available. Know once this phase is completed, it's only to create room for the next step in the progression of your mission. And as souls, we all have missions here. We all came down with a specific life mission. So don't get distracted by things that are going on in the world. Stay true to your soul, to your heart, and to Great Spirit, God, Great Mystery, however you want to see the Creator, however you call it, and know that you are loved. Because that's what it really is all about, is bringing love onto this planet for all beings. So that's the messages for this week. Show you the cards again. See if I can get them in their credit. So we have the water. Lifeblood. Talks about emotions, clearing and releasing. We go into the volcano, which is about release. Kind of in a fiery way, but it's still releasing energy that no longer serves. Don't store up your emotions. Don't hold on to your anger or your fear. Let it go and allow love to come in. And we have the owl. Use your intuition to know and hear what is the right path for you to take, and then follow it. The waterfall brings us back to emotions again, and water, the lifeblood, but also about persistence. Stay on your path. Don't get distracted. And that's what they have to say for this week. I hope you enjoy these. Leave a comment below. And if you haven't already hit like and subscribe, please do so. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. And then you'll be notified next week when the next video comes out. Hope you guys all have a great day. Bye for now.